Jesus freak here. By now, even some of the people who were new to the channel might notice that the Sunday morning videos tend to look like they got a bit of recycled content. Yeah, they do. One of the reasons that my content has been a little vapid of late is because you can only cover the same thing so many times. This is also why the Sunday morning videos tend to use recycled footage. I started the videos during lockdown. That's almost 6 years ago now. And because I needed some sort of system to guide what I was reading for any particular Sunday, I'll just use the system that my church uses, Revised Common Lectionary. Well, the RCL runs at a 3-year cycle. So 2020, 2021, 2022 was one run through. 3, 4, 5, another run through. And it starts to get repetitive. Especially when for a while there I was recording the videos twice because I wanted to see, if it worked to use a more modern translation, but I wanted to keep the original version of the Sunday morning videos. Didn't work as well as I'd liked. And it really wore me out. It was in 2023 that I decided to try creating a permanent set of videos that are just stitched together as I need to. Instead of constantly re-recording the same thing over and over and over. As such, the earliest videos I still have that I'm using in this are from 2023. Actually, there's one from, I think, 2022 that I had to pinch because it was something I couldn't record again because I couldn't find the outfit I wore, and it was an outfit I'd specially put together for the occasion. You'll see what I mean. But, it's like, you can only do the same thing so many times. It means less quality, yes. It means less effort. But it means I can at least be sure that I can get the videos out every week, even if I'm just not feeling it. Now, in more more recent months, I've taken to setting the videos up as premieres, which means as a chat room. Yes, I watch the chat. Nobody uses it, but it's there. And I guess maybe, 8 a.m. is a bit early, especially for people in earlier time zones. I wanted to make sure that no matter what the case may be, I'd have it done in time for church. The church I go to, is services at 9:30. Sometimes I've done things in the videos, and sometimes I'm like, I just can't think of anything to add. Not for lack of trying. I just don't have that kind of mind. Now, there's times. For example, when I read 1 Corinthians 13, I find the KJV falls really, really flat because of its word choice. So I use the Thompson translation, which is even older, and I think works better. And I don't have that in print. But for most of my videos, I'm like, I'll use a Bible. I'll use an actual Bible in the video. Because it's just something about having the real thing. Even if I am using it as a prop, I'm actually reading out of it. And they have their different purposes. I mean, sometimes I like to read out of some of the weirder ones, and some of the weirder ones are harder on my eyes. Like this one here's hard on my eyes. This one's nice because it's large print. This one's nice because it's a paragraph Bible. Doesn't break my brain as much going from verse to verse. So I tend to alternate my Bibles a bit. And I have, some Bibles I'm more likely to use on certain days. There's 2 Sundays in the year where the standard liturgical color is pink. That's literally why I have a pink Bible. And I've used it sometimes on those particular days. The third Sunday of Advent and the third Sunday of Lent. I thought of doing other things with my videos to change it up. I thought about doing videos in Spanish, and I'm like, I just don't have the content for that. Plus, all the effort that I do to do it in English, doing it in a language I could barely speak. I'd be tripping on my tongue every minute. Not that I'm lacking for Spanish Bibles. In a live chat on another channel, I mentioned I was handwriting the Gospel of John in Greek just because I got a wild hair. I had an idea and I wanted to sort of put it to the test by writing something in ancient Greek. Well, not really ancient Greek. Koine Greek's a little newer than that. But, you might ask, well, what's the source text you're copying from? Robinson Pierpont, 2005. It's not the only Greek text I have. I think I have a facsimile of the first edition of Erasmus in the other room. Plus I have this Nestle Aland 27 that I don't use because I'm not a fan of the Nestle Aland text. Do I understand Greek? No. I'm more likely to operate normally in Latin than I am in Greek. Anyway. This year I haven't had the inspiration I've had in other years. It happens. Jesus freak out.